Hello there, welcome back to Game Dev Tycoon and Hawk Inc. Let's just get right to it. Last time we finally got ourselves out of that cranky old office and into a new one. We're currently trying to get the team to, well, to some extent work together. That is, of course, going to be probably not a hard thing, but it might be a little bit, well, time taking to some extent. As you can see here, we post-release analysis of cyberspace is complete and we got the following results. Zone seems to not be very important. Well, that's good to know, I guess. And we'll go ahead and research some other things here and try to get the team to actually know each other better so we can, well, make better games and get things paid. I once again had that bad habit of just clicking on things without really reading it. I'm a very impatient fellow, as you already know. So, hi again. I heard that you've been very successful in the gaming business and are starting to grow your own team. I've updated your client list, so if you're looking for some contract work, let me know. Jason. So basically now I have some bigger contract for, well, potentially here getting the team to know each other better. Post-release analysis of SimCity is complete and we got the following results. City and simulation is a great combination and gameplay seems to be very important. So that is good to know. We have 18 points, so we can research one more thing before we well, go on further. Researching game design target audience, not really that tempting. I guess we'll go for simple cutscenes, due to the fact that we actually had 18 points and want to make the most of them. I'm also pretty sure that the current money we have will make us, or allow us to do things for just a little while without, well, having something go wrong. I have no idea why I actually decided to research medium games. Won't be creating a medium game for quite a while, so that was a waste of research points. Hi Nathan Hawk, I have followed the progress of Hawkiee for a while, and it seems that with your recent expansion, you have started developing larger games. Larger games deserve to be seen by more people, and this is where a publisher can come in handy. A publisher will market and publish your game around the world. They will also help fund development. In return, they keep most of their profits, but since the game will sell a lot more, it is usually still worth it. I can put you in touch with some publishers, so you can look at some of the available contracts. Just let me know. Jasmine Droke. So apparently, publishing contracts, that basically means that I create a game on demand. I get a job, you create a, well, city-themed game, or city simulation game. So, wait a minute here. Research. Why can't I create a new engine? There we go, create custom engine. No idea what went wrong there, but it was annoying to say the least. So, what do we want it? Want both of these? Probably. We'll also add in simple cutscenes. We'll basically just add everything. And with that, we have a, well, very expensive engine. I believe I called the last one just Eng 2.0, so we'll call this one 2.5. We'll just do that. It needs 165 points. Should be fairly, well, it shouldn't take too long. And also my guys here are starting to get used to each other, so that is good. I'll just allow these guys to finish it up, and I guess we could research a new topic. And apparently I can't do that while I'm building a engine apparently, so that sucks. But that is alright. We'll allow the engine to be built, and I guess we should make a game here. We have lost a ton of cash. So we definitely need to develop a new game here. We'll stay with the small ones for now. Hunting strategy game? Would that work out? I have no idea. We'll give it a go just for funsies. Let's give it a, or shall we see, as makes more sense. And talking in my own language, my apologies. Let's see, a small game, hunting strategy. I'm blank. Unstrat. Or headshot for short. So we'll just call it this. We'll go for, I guess. Yeah, well, since I have no idea if this will work or not, we might as well just invest in 3D graphics, get the experience up. And we have no need for story quests. We need probably some gameplay, probably some engine. It's a strategy game, so gameplay is probably over engine. And that should work out just fine, hopefully. So, let's see if we can actually get some points into this. it seems like this will be a terrible game. I was better on my own in the first or earliest parts of this because this sucks. We'll just even out level design and artificial intelligence. But apparently now the others also start grading some points, so that is good. Hopefully we can make a game that doesn't suck completely, but at least gives them a little bit back for the money that they will invest in this. Probably. Hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, I think I will release this. You have the option to trash the game if it's utterly horrible, but I think this one can to some extent be salvaged, even though the idea itself, hunting strategy game, we'll see how it turns out. For now, we'll finish it, and as you can see here, you'll get the choice between actually releasing it or I can trash the game. We'll release it and, well, get picked on, I guess. I still want to make a comedy game that actually works. How would comedy simulation game be? We'll figure that out very quickly. Comedian 2.0, just for fun. Probably crappy that too, but we'll start development. I'll create 3 games before I actually do a game review. And the reason for that is to not waste time and basically have each of these do a review for each of the game while they're waiting. So, the Hunt Strat game is currently crappy. A 5, a 4, another 5, and lastly is probably a 4, so 4.5. I believe that's the lowest scoring game we've ever created. And I can understand why. I guess we'll just stick to the exact same setup here. So let's see if we can get some points into anything. Right now that seems to be a... I was very much doing better on my own. That is the hilarity of the situation here. I was very much doing better on my own, but hopefully they'll start investing some points they do. Hopefully here. I think graphics ain't that really or isn't that important. At least I can always hope so. But no guessing here. I'll trash this one. Honestly, it sucks. Who can say it doesn't? But no, we'll release it. I don't think we'll lose fans. We're losing fans on Hunt Strat, but not too many of them. So we'll make a bet on this one. It's actually fairly expensive to make these things, so we kind of have to, I guess. Maybe. Hopefully. Hacking action game. And call me once again, call me a copyright, but we'll simply call it Deus Ex. And we'll use the 3D graphics again. I want to upgrade this one into V2, V3, so we can actually get some pretty good things going. And to do that, you need experience with the lower levels. So let's see how bad this thing scores. A 5, a 4, a 5, and lastly, what? A 3. Pretty bad. Well, that sums up what's happened when you actually move to a larger office fairly well. Engine and gameplay, we'll just invest in both. And hopefully now we can get some points during this. No, we can't. Apparently my guys are the laziest people I've ever met. Dialogue's not important at all. Not that I actually thought they were, but it's good to know at least. So, hopefully these guys are starting to get into the groove now. As you know, the thingy here has been full for quite a while, but it doesn't really seem like it. Does it now? Can't really say that I've seen anything of it. Graphics and sound is probably more important than world design in an action game. At least I'd hope so. So, these people are very good at making bugs. We'll try and release this one as well. Do some game reports. Might actually do some research as well. And hopefully, we might actually get something out of this. We lost 400 fans since we moved to bigger office. And we also lost a ton of cash. So, that sucks. But for now, we'll generate game reports on each of these. And I guess we might actually try and do a medium game afterwards. This one actually got a 6, so we are on the right track at least. Another 6. A 6 again. And lastly, a 6. So we are at least on the right track. And that is good to know. We're making losses on these last 2 games, I'm pretty sure. So we'll allow the reports here to finish up. Might do some research. I'm a little bit unsure if I actually want to do so. From time to time, your employees need to recharge their batteries and go on vacation. You can tell that an employee is in need of a rest when their efficiency steadily decreases. So to get more holidays, just click on them and send on vacation. We'll do that with this guy, I guess, and do some research while we wait for him to get back. We'll actually wait for this guy having to go on vacation as well, so we can sync it up. Hunting and strategy is a bad combination. Dialogue seems to not be important. Good to know. That is pretty good. Vena has been released apparently. Post analysis of Deus Ex is completed. We got the following results. Hacking and action is a bad combination. Storing quest is not important. Again, not really that surprising. Comedy and simulation is a terrible combination. Gameplay seems to be very important for this type of game. So, I've learned a couple of things. I'm terrible at picking, not topics, but rather I'm terrible at picking or making things go, well, basically teams. But I'll send these guys on vacation, and once I get back, we'll try a publishing contract and see if we do any better. We'll see how it goes. So, let's find a publishing deal here. Tutorial. Using a publisher is a great way to get your games in front of a large audience, which in turn helps to grow your fan base. Once your fan base is big enough, you can self-publish your larger games without need for a publisher. For medium games, you should aim to at least have 100k fans before you publish them yourself. So we're pretty far behind there. To use a publisher, you need to sign a contract. The contract will dictate what games you need to create. Pay attention to all the details, most importantly the minimum score that the contract dictates. If the game you release does not meet the minimum score, you will have to pay a penalty, which can be costly. It is also important to pay attention to the royalty rate. The higher the rate, the more money you will make from the contract. Okay, that is good to know. Hunting, adventure, any topic, any genre. This one is kind of interesting. Any topic, any genre. Minimum score of 4. That is good to know. That is probably something that we should have taken. But the royalty rate is just 8%, so we'll take a chance on this one with 12% royalties. We haven't managed anything with a minimum score of 7, and potentially we might screw this up, but we'll figure it out. You can now specify what your main target audience is for your game. Games can be targeted at young people, at everyone, or at more mature audiences. Pick the right target audience for your game is important. Your target platform can also play a role. Some old platforms are especially popular with a specific audience. Well, I believe PC is probably with everyone. Last we made a comedy sim. Was that it? No, we made Deus Ex, which was an action game. So since we do need a good score, we'll go for SimCity 2. Yeah. We'll go for SimCity 2. Or SimCity Cities. Just to make things a little bit funny. I believe I can't actually make, what's it called? Not an expansion, but a second edition of the game, so to speak. They would have slipped my mind, but we'll make SimCity 2 here. SimCity Cities, sorry. And we'll use the 2D graphics feature here, I think. Basically because they're expensive, and it should make sure that we do get a good game. A little bit, yeah, we're actually, this is positive. We're actually making some points before we even starting, which is good. Creating larger games is a significant task, and unlike in small games, one person can't effectively be responsible for every aspect of the game. To create a good game and to make the best use of your team, you'll have to assign which of your team is responsible for which areas. Pick members whose skills match the area to get the best result. When you assign a team member, my apologies, responsibilities, you will see their workload. Try not to overload them too much. So, gameplay and engine is important. So I guess I'll take care of them. And play, the gameplay, engine, I have no idea, but I probably think it's design. At least I hope it's design. And this is the setup we'll do. Basically, you will have to try to not get those guys over 100%. Say against game tutorials by user experience. We'll probably might actually keep in simple cutscenes when things break and such, just to make things a little bit interesting here. Hi boss, I have a knack for security, and I think we could really do with some security upgrades in our office. I've done some research, and I think with an investment of 50k, we'd be a lot safer than we're now. What do you say? Well, sure, we'll invest those 50k. It's not like we're short on money or anything. Well, we actually are. I might actually go bankrupt here. This is terrible. This X is now off the market. It's sold 27,000 units, generating 191,000 in sales. I no longer actually have any income. This sucks. This is actually kind of scary. Dialogues, level design. We'll do. No. That's not what I wanted. That guy. He's good on. He's good with. I was about to say he's good with droids, but that doesn't make too much sense. So I use myself 100% here. That is fine. So we'll go for that split, and hopefully here we can get the technology design points that we need. It seems like the my people are not actually paying any attention to the game, but rather researching things, because I'll be getting a ton of research points. Simulation is probably well designed rather than graphics, I'd believe so. And also apparently there's a limit to how much I can invest in these things, it seems. So we'll lower sound then, just to make sure that things actually go up here or work out. No, we'll have to do this. Yeah, there we go. Probably not the best split here at the last, but I need another member of the team to actually make this work. So unfortunately we'll just have to go for this. Hopefully we can get enough of these design and technology bubbles to actually make a good game, because right now I'm kind of worried that this thing won't actually get 7 on average. So hopefully we can at least make a good game afterwards then. I'll allow the results to come in, basically if it sucks or not. And I guess that'll be the end of this episode. So we get a new record in both, of course, which is pretty good. Pretty important, if you ask me. I upgrades level 4. That is also pretty good. And apparently I also got some new research here. Check the projection, Predator AI, day and night cycle. We'll do some new topics, I think. Law. We'll also research alternate history. That is an interesting one. And do you want to make an airplane sim? Mystery, school, spy. I think that's the best one. Spy, action, spy strategy game. Could potentially work. So, how do you like my new game? An 8, pretty good, pretty good. We are above the another 8. We should be safe. Yes, we are. Haha. SimCity series, the best thing we'll ever make. 8899. That is sweet. That means that we do uphold our deals in the contract, and we apparently sold a ton of copies. Wow, I made 500k from the first week. That is sweet. So that is, as I said, the unfortunately the end of this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.